So on the theme of non-duality, there is so much to say about nothing. So I'll take just one entrance, and that's an entrance of the three perspectives. The perspective of the personality. It's the way that you find yourself in the world with your thoughts and feelings and opinions, and a certain consciousness of your opinion and the truth of your opinion, and the felt experience or the felt sense of that. So that's one perspective where we find ourselves in the world. And this is actually a dual world, where you are different from me, I'm different from the plants, the grass, the sounds. The other perspective is more of the individual consciousness of the soul. And in the soul is this consciousness where sounds appear, like they do now. So in this soul or individual consciousness, sounds appear, thoughts appear, but the soul has a capacity to identify with the content of what appears. And if that identification has happened very often in the same way, it becomes a structure and becomes the ego as it is. Yeah. And the sense of this individual consciousness goes to the background. But if you let things more happen, this consciousness becomes a presence, a personal presence of awareness. And in this presence of awareness, thoughts can arise, feelings can appear, sounds can appear as objects, and you have a relationship to this object. And when you can relax in this consciousness that there is a content and a relationship to the content, it becomes much more openness and a flowingness. So that's the field of the individual consciousness. If you start noticing this sense, which can appear as a space and with certain qualities, then when you then put your attention towards this space, you enter into the third perspective of boundlessness. And you start noticing that there is awareness, and in these awareness are forms that appear and disappear, but there is no difference between form and formlessness. So this is a third perspective. And these three perspectives are happening all at once, all at the same time. So while you're consumed by the thoughts within the ego, also the individual consciousness is there, and the unlimited consciousness or universal consciousness. There is a very simple way to check that. So this can be checked by just one question, and to see what the response is on that question, what happens with you even while you're in this ego consciousness with doubt. You can enter the individual consciousness or the openness of the soul, and you can even enter the boundless dimension. So just for 1/100th of a second, just for 1/100th of a second, you stop changing yourself. So no intention, just for 1/100th of a second, stop changing yourself. So what do you notice? And then what you notice, if you make contact with that, what you notice. Is it emptiness? Is it nothingness? Is it an experience of a relaxation? If you just contact that. And what do you notice when you make contact with that? If you relax in doing nothing, and that experience is who you are.